Jai Shri Gurudev, our next lecture video in EGDS subject, the module 5, isometric projections. Now first you should know about what you mean by isometric. Iso means same or equal. Metric means measure. Now you measure the equal or same sides in all the three axes, that is called as isometric. Then you go for project it. Project when you pass the parallel lines over the object and how the object is looks on the plane of planes, that is called as isometric projections. See that the term isometric comes from the Greek for equal measure, reflecting that the scale along each axis of the projection is the same. Right? Now why do we use this isometric projection? The isometric projection is a method of visually representing three-dimensional object in two dimension in technical and engineering drawing. This is called as isometric projection. We'll discuss in detail here. Just remember, isometric means iso means same or equal, metric means measure. Now you go for equal measure in all the three principal axes, or you go for scale it here in three sides are equal in measurement. That's called isometric projection. That gives it gives a three-dimensional view on a two-dimensional sheet on a paper. Right? Now before going to the isometric projection, how it comes, first we'll go for see the drawing. Drawings, you can representation of object, right? Represent the object called as drawing. Drawings are further classified into two types. One is orthographic drawing, another one is pictorial drawing. Right? So in orthographic drawing, what we can get in orthographic, ortho means you go for project the object in 90 degree to each other. What are the projection observer view is parallel to the object, or whatever the lines or the rays which are passes through the object, it is perpendicular to the objects, or those rays are parallel to each other. That is called as a orthographic. Now in the orthographic drawing, what we'll get, see that for example, now this is a cube. If you go for orthographic projection, now you project, now this is considered as a horizontal plane, this is a vertical plane. If you view from the in front of the object, now the cube, what shape it is a square. Right? You'll get a exact the dimension and exact the shape, the true shape and true dimensions you'll get. Again, if you go for above the object, again you can see that what shape it is. Again it is a true shape, right? Is also a square and true dimensions you'll get. Similarly, go for the side view also, right? Now this is called as a orthographic projection. In orthographic projections, what you'll get a true shape and true size of an object in front view, in top view, and also side view. When you combine these three views, then you will get a how the object is look, three-dimensional object is looks. That is called as orthographic projections. See, in orthographic projection system, two or more number of principal views are drawn to show the shape and size of an object. Right? To show the shape and size of an object. Individually, each one of the orthographic views illustrate the appearance of an object along with its true sizes when the object is viewed in a particular direction. However, to visualize the shape of the whole object in its three-dimensional form, all the principal orthographic views of the object have to be read simultaneously, and a decisive conclusion is to be drawn mentally about the shape. Right? That is called the orthographic drawing. Now what is a pictorial drawing? Now see the pictorial drawing. What I will do, I will just go for rotate this cube by 945 degree, and then also rotate this cube by with respect to horizontal 30 or 35 degree. Now you can see that on the in the front view itself, you can see all the three faces, right? Top face, left face, and right face. Now this is what you call as a pictorial drawing, one of the pictorial drawing. This is what shape it is. It's a cube, right? But we will not get true size and true shape of the cube, right? We will not get true size and true shape of the cube. We'll get only the appearance of the object it is in three-dimensional in nature. Now the three-dimensional form can readily visualize if the several faces of the objects are illustrated in only one view. Such an illustration showing three or more number of faces in one view is called as pictorial drawing, right? Now where do we use this pictorial drawing and where do we use orthographic drawing? Orthographic drawing, before going to manufacture any component, we should know what is the true shape and true size and appearance of the object. That you can say before going to manufacturing that component. When you give the drawing to the workshop, then they will read the drawing and then they will go according to the drawing, they will go for manufacture the component. When it comes to pictorial drawing, where do we see the pictorial drawing? In practice, pictorial drawings are drawn for illustrating the layout of pipelines, the method of assembling and disassembling of parts required in maintenance service manual. This is you can see in the any machineries components you take, either you take bikes, cars, okay, washing machine. Then you can see that they once how do they may assemble and disassemble the parts with the help of service manual. In the service manual, you can see that the drawing, whatever the drawing they are given is a pictorial drawing. There's a three-dimensional appearance. You can see that of the each part. The innovation drawings are for obtaining the patents, etc. Next comes to types of pictorial drawings. There are three types of pictorial drawing. One is axonometric. Metric means measurement. Axono means how do you place. The axes are both three axes are similar or equal or only two or one axis is same. This is axonometric projection. Then next one is oblique projection. Again in the oblique projections are the light rays are the projection is not parallel to each other. They are inclined to each other. Similar where you can see this one is see the projectors. And so oblique means side by side, not the projector here. Example. Now perspective projection is nothing but similar to the projector. When any projector is on, then how the light rays are passes here or in cinema hall, right? How the rays are projected, that's called perspective projections, right? Now in the axonometric projection is a pictorial view. Only they will discuss about axonometric projection. Out of these three, we'll discuss only a axonometric projection. An axonometric projection is a pictorial view of an object projected on a vertical plane of projection. When the object is placed with its three mutually perpendicular principal surfaces inclined to the plane of projection, and projector being parallel to each other and perpendicular to the plane of projection. Now what it means, see that for example, now this is what we can see that the cube is a front view, right? Top view and another one is side view, three principal views. But if you go for project, this one is the orthographic projection. But I want axonometric means we'll rotate this cube by 45 degree, then with respect to this side view, then with respect to horizontal view rotate the cube by 30 around 30 degree. Now we'll get three faces you can see on the vertical plane, right? This is front view. This is called as axonometric. In that, consider this is a O, this is a OX, and this is OY, and this one is this is OY, and this one is OZ. These three are the axes, right? This is O, OX, OZ, OZ, and this is OY. Now you can see all the three faces, right? This is the top face, is the left face, this is the right face of the cube, right? On where we see that, you can see on the vertical plane. That is called as axonometric projection. In the types of axonometric projection, see, you can see this is the cube representation cube. There is a top face, left face, and right face. The bottom and remaining two faces are invisible. There is a cube having how many faces? Are 6 faces, right? Bottom face, top face. These are remaining 4 square faces, right? These are axonometric projections. You can see this, right? Now types of axonometric projections. If you go for isometric, there are 3 types of iso means same or equal measurement here, that is the lengths are equal. The what is the axis? Ox is equal to Oy is equal to Oz. Those lengths are equal, and the angle between the alpha, beta, and gamma, those angles also is 180 degree, where see that Ox and Ox, Oy, and Oz are at equal inclination of 120 degree, means alpha, beta, and gamma are 120 degree to each other and are called isometric axis, right? That is called isometric. Diametric means only 2 sides are equal. Trimetric means all 3 sides are different. That's called as the different types of axonometric. In this we will discuss only isometric projections, right? Then what do you mean by isometric projections? Isometric projection of an object is obtained by projecting it in a vertical plane of projection by placing object in such a way that 3 mutual perpendicular edges. What are 3 mutual perpendicular edges? Is Ox, Oy, and Oz. Edges make equal inclinations with a plane of projection. Since the 3 mutually perpendicular edges of an object are projected in the isometric projection at equal axonometric angles, the angles between those edges in the isometric projection will be at 120 degree. The length of the 3 mutual perpendicular edges of the object in the isometric projections are foreshortened in the same proportion. Now you can see that the cube, how the cube is looks here when you go for isometric. That is the Ox, Oy, and Oz, 3 sides of the cube, or as called as the axis, right? There is a iso horizontal, this iso left, and iso right. We'll call it means the left face, right face, and top face, or is also called as horizontal face. Okay. Now see that Ox, Oy, and Oz are isometric axis. Ox and Oz are horizontal line, and Oy are vertical line. See, in isometric projections is a method for visual representing 3D object in 2D, two-dimensional in technical and engineering drawing. It's an axonometric projection in which 3 coordinate axes appear equally foreshortened, and the angle between any 2 of them is 120 degree, right? Now how do you get this isometric projection? See that an isometric view of an object can obtain by choosing the viewing direction such that the angle between the projection of the x, y, and z axis are all in the same or 120 degree. For example, if you take a cube is first looking straight towards on the face. Next, the cube is rotated by plus or minus 45 degree about the vertical axis, followed by the rotation of approximately 35.264 degree, or you take sine inverse of 1 by root 3 or tan inverse of 1 by root 2. This is equal to approximately 35.264, but we will consider as approximately equal to 30 degree about the horizontal axis. Note that with a cube the perimeter of the resulting two-dimensional drawing in a perfect regular hexagon. Hexagon means is a cube or a 6 faces. Hexagon, all the block lines have equal length and all the cube's faces are the same area. That already we discussed. Again I'll tell you one more time. Consider take a cube. See the one face, the orthographic view. Now we'll go for rotate the cube about the vertical axis. How much? Plus or minus 45 degree. Now you can see the two faces, right? This face and this face. After rotating this cube by 45 degree, then with respect to horizontal, how much here? You rotate by 35.264 or approximately 30 degree. Now we can see the three faces, right? The top face. You can see the three faces. One is top face, iso left and iso right. What about this OX? Sorry. What about this OX and OY and OZ in the cube? All sides are equal, right? That's foreshortened, means equally foreshortened in all the sides. That is called isometric projections. Now this is the same cube we can see here in this view, right? And remember, all in isometric, all the horizontal lines in the orthographic views you can say consider as iso horizontal, like this. With respect to horizontal line, how much it is? 30 degree. Actually you consider 35.261, but you'll go for each time you'll go for this, making difficult. You'll round off into 30 degree only. All the horizontal line in orthographic view we can see by the 30 degree line. All the vertical lines you can see in the 90 degree line, right? We remember these things. Now how that in isometric view, if you go for actual cube, it is, consider 50 mm. 50 mm means the dimension. When you go for isometric, here all the sides are, you go for foreshortened, right? Equally foreshortened means reduced in length. How much it is reduced here? That you can see here. The isometric length is equal to, if you go sin 0.816 times of isometric length is equal to 0.816 times of actual length, right? How to get 0.816 here? If you go for sine of 35.216, if you take sine 35.216 degree, you'll get 0.816. I think, right? Yes. Now go for that is isometric length is equal to 0.816 times of actual length. Now what is, how do you get this isometric scale? How do you get this? First you draw a horizontal line. There is a 0 degree line. Then you go for draw a 30 degree line. Another one is 45 degree line. In 45 degree line is the actual scale. Why do you call it actual scale? It is tan 45 degree is what? 1, right? Along this 45 degree line, measure 1 centimeter, 2 centimeter, 3 centimeter, 4, 5, etc. Tan 45 is 1. You will multiply it, you will get same it is. Now go for an isometric scale, right? Now what we will get? This is a 30 degree, right? 35.26 you will get. Now I'll round off it 30 degree, right? You will draw this 30 degree line. This is isometric scale. How do you get isometric scale? If you, from the actual scale 1 centimeter, if you draw vertically downward, how much this O1 O0 to 1 is 1 centimeter. From here to here, how much it is? 0.816 centimeter. Now this is the scale we use for isometric projection. Remember this, isometric projection will use this scale. Whatever the actual dimension is there, that you will draw on the actual scale, then project vertically downward. Vertically go for a downward, then you will get isometric scale. Next you will see the isometric view or isometric drawings. The view drawn to the actual scale. View drawn actual scale means actual dimension, whatever the dimension is given, we will draw it. That is called as isometric view or isometric drawing, right? Next, the view drawn using isometric scale. What is isometric scale means? Isometric length is equal to just multiply 0.816 into actual length, that you get isometric scale, is called the isometric projections. Then comes to isometric and non-isometric lines. Isometric lines are the lines are drawn parallel to the isometric axis, nothing but OX, OY and OZ. The lines which are parallel to those axes, OX, OY and OZ axis, are called as isometric lines. The lines which are not parallel to any of the isometric axis is called as non-isometric lines, that you can see here. So see if a line drawn parallel to the OX and OY and OZ, now these are lines are right, are isometric lines. These are isometric lines. Non-isometric lines are the lines which are not parallel to the isometric axis. These are non-isometric lines which are not parallel to isometric axis. See, non-isometric lines are not foreshortened in the same proportion as that isometric lines, right? Now these are the some of the guidelines to draw isometric projection of the object. Now when you come to drawing that isometric projection, isometric drawing, next we'll discuss in this one is later. Okay, so we'll discuss right now itself here guidelines to draw isometric projection of object. The isometric projections of the objects are drawn by visualizing the pictorial form of an object from its given orthographic views, or sometimes directly from the ideas formed while designing. The ability to visualize the picture, that is isometric form of an object, is very important for drawing an isometric. Okay, some of the guidelines we follow here. What are the visualizing that object and producing isometric? For drawing isometric object must be viewed such that either front right or the left edges become nearest. Now see that this object, now this is the front view, right? Either go for front right or front left, that is object is nearer to the observer. Now all vertical edges of the object remain vertical in isometric. Already I discussed this one. The horizontal edges of the object which are parallel to the isometric axis are drawn at how much angle? 30 degree to the horizontal. As you know that the horizontal line we can represent in orthographic view, that we can represent isometric how much angle it is, 30 degree. Vertical line remains vertical only. The inclined edges which are not parallel to the isometric axis should be drawn at a given inclination isometric. These inclined edges are drawn by first locating the endpoints in isometric and then joined. And fifth point, all circles are represented as ellipse in isometric. All constructed lines have to be retained as a thin lines, and the visible edges have to be shown in thick line. Generally, the hidden edges need not to be shown isometric unless otherwise required, either for locating a corner or an edge or a face are mentioned. Unless otherwise specified, mentioned to draw isometric view or isometric drawing, all lines are parallel to isometric axis are reduced to isometric scale. Generally, no dimensions are indicated in isometric unless otherwise mentioned. In orthographic, we use a dimension is shown the drawing, but here for isometric, will not show the dimension on the drawing. The given orthographic views need not to be drawn unless either required for construction and mentioned. Yes, thank you for watching this video. Next class will go for the isometric projection of the regular polygon, the plane surfaces on three-dimensional object. Thank you for watching this video.